cliff dweller. River cliff dweller. Dwelling cliffs. Got the bridge, Gonna build me a bridge now. Made out the bulletproof glass. Gonna fill it with the universe. Hey, call it my beating path. Gonna lead me to the living water. I say, all promises are kept alive. Say yes now. On this mission to receive your higher vision. Yeah. This is it, man. Ooh, get that sunlight in there. Let me see if I can get this set up, man. Get that beautiful dusk right there. Oh, praise God. Oh, golly. Anyway, man, I wanted to talk about pride. This is the 1611 KJV. It's got the apocrypha in it. That's what I'm reading out of. It's the apocrypha. It's just more books. But this is out of Ecclesiastes. And the proud follow the proud. I mean, that's just the way that it is. I did time in prison, and I've been on the streets, been living in the gutter, and I've lived in nice places, and it just seems like pride follows man, just like this river follows the current, man. Pride is our death. It's our downfall. And we need deliverance, We need deliverance from pride. So it's contagious, and it will really separate you from God. It will create in you a depraved mind, one that thinks that it deserves things, that things are supposed to be a certain way, that it's supposed to look this way, that you're supposed to behave this way, you're supposed to act this way. And it will really keep you from the statutes and commandments that God tries to instill in our hearts to separate us from all of that, from our pride. And I'm not going to sit here and never say that I've been proud, but I've always been humbled. When I was in prison, I never got any of that pride crap tattooed on me. I thought it was death. I knew it was death before I knew the Lord. I knew that it was going to instill this morale in me that was going to create in me something else. And those men that I saw that acted like that weren't the type of men that I would have ever followed unless I was put in that situation. And I wasn't following them. And I really hope that this reaches somebody with that message, of what this is, because even if you did follow people like that, you set it up, you got into the gang banging, and you were clicked up and you were a slave to that. Well, now you can become a slave to this, a slave to righteousness, and purify, and be made clean again. And God will put in you a new heart, once He frees your mind, and through that purification process called sanctification. And pride is the number one thing that destroys most men I know, and women. And it talks about that in here. But I'm gonna shut up and just get to this word, because that's what is the truth. Everything I say doesn't really mean nothing unless I line up with this. But this is in the apocrypha right here. So there's the apocrypha, and this is Ecclesiastes. It's another book of Ecclesiastes outside of the other Ecclesiastes, which is in, right after. Well, there's Ecclesiastes. There's Proverbs. Is it Proverbs and then Ecclesiastes? Yeah. So there's another Ecclesiastes in here. Yeah, and then they got the Songs of Solomon and all that. But this is another Ecclesiastes. I don't know if anybody knew that. But there's another one. Well, here we go right here. This is in the Apocrypha, Ecclesiastes, chapter 8. Well, we might as well just read the whole chapter. Chapter 10, excuse me. A wise judge will instruct his people, and government of a prudent man is well ordered. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers, and what manner of men that the ruler of the city is, such are all that they dwell therein. An unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. In the hand of God is the prosperity of man, and upon the person of the scribe shall he lay his honor. Bear not hatred to thy neighbor for every wrong, and do nothing at all by injurious practices. Pride is hateful before God, and man. It's hateful. I mean, it's hateful before God and other people. And by both doeth one committeth iniquity. Because of unrighteous dealings and injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. That's right, man. It's contagious. Pride is when wickedness is in the bloodline, dude. It gets carried on. Why is earth and ashes proud? There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man. For such an one setteth his own soul to sale, because while he liveth he casteth away his bowels. The Philistine cutteth off a long disease, and he that is to a day a king, tomorrow shall die. For when a man is dead, he shall inherit creeping things, beasts and worms. The beginning of pride is when one departeth from God, and his heart is turned away from his Maker. For pride is the beginning of sin, and he that hath it shall power out abomination. And therefore the Lord brought upon them strange calamities, and overthrew them utterly. And that's one thing that needs to be put in consideration. If something happened to you, man, if it was your pride and you didn't check it, the Lord brought it to you, man. He put you down, bro. It's just the way it is. People go, oh, the devil this, the devil that. Nah, God owns the devil too, man. It ain't always demons. He's the biggest gangster out here, so. The Lord hath cast down the thrones of proud princes, and set up meek in their stead. The Lord hath plucked up the roots of the proud nations, and planted the lowly in their place. The Lord overthrew countries of the heathen, and destroyed them to the foundations of the earth. He took some of them away, and destroyed them, and hath made their memorial to cease from the earth. Pride was not made for man, nor furious anger for them that are born of a woman. They that fear the Lord are a sure seed, and they that love him an honorable plant. They that regard not the law are dishonorable seed. They that transgress the commandments are a deceivable seed. dishonorably deceived, man. Among brethren, he that is chief is honorable, and so are they that fear the Lord in his eyes. The fear of the Lord goeth before the obtaining of authority, but roughness and pride is the losing thereof. Whether he be rich, noble, or poor, their glory is the fear of the Lord. It is not meet to despise the poor man that hath understanding, neither is it convenient to magnify a sinful man. Great men and judges and potentates shall be honored, yet is there none of them greater than he that feareth the Lord. Unto the servant that is wise shall they that are free do service, and he that hath knowledge will not grudge when he is reformed. Be not overwise in doing thy busyness, and boast not thyself in the time of thy distress. Better is he that laboureth and aboundeth in all things, and he that boasteth himself and wanteth bread. My son, glorify thy soul in meekness, and give it an honor according to the dignity thereof. Who will justify him that sinned against his own soul? Oh, man, that's a hard question. And who will honor him that dishonoreth his own life? Oh, praise God. The poor man is honored for his skill, and the rich man is honored for his riches. He that is honored in poverty, how much more in riches? And he that is dishonorable in riches, how much more in poverty? It's a trip that they talk about, or that he talks about, pride being dishonorable, and then how it is dishonorable, and how close pride is to dishonor, and disloyalty and deception and depravity and deceit. It's all interconnected, it's all interwoven. We get to be free today from that, so praise God. The question is, to ask is, are you proud? There are things that being proud for are good, but there are some things to be proud for that you carry it in your heart and it plants death in your soul. Then you dishonor yourself. You do a disservice to yourself. So shake it off, man. Be a new tree, man. Plant your roots by this river and be free, man. God bless you and keep you forever.